Hey everybody, Zell here bringing you a new video. In today's video we're going to be talking about a game that I played recently called Dead by Daylight. I've been streaming it a lot on Twitch for quite some time. I've taken a break from it for now because I want to focus on other things, as well as, well, let me give my opinion of the game so far, since I've noticed a lot of people playing it lately, and it's been getting a little bit more hype from what I've seen. I mean, I could be mistaken. That's just what I've noticed. Okay, so my thoughts on the game so far. I have about 45 hours into the game, and well, I mean, it's all right. It's not my favorite game in the world. I mean, it's not a game for everybody, and I've enjoyed it for the most part. The thing that really gets to me is the community. From what I've dealt with, the lower ranked players have been fairly nice. There's been a couple of fairly nice high ranked players, but from what I have noticed, once you get toward the higher ranks, like dealing with people who are red or purple, especially red, that is such a toxic community. Like, it really is. And even before then, I've noticed a lot of people who just do that whole teabag thing that just silly kids do. Like, it's very immature and very disrespectful. I mean, what's the point? You're just taking the game hostage at this point, just letting it run out for no reason, just taunting the killer. And that's the thing. I've mainly been playing killer. Oh yeah, this is another thing too, since I play killer, and I've heard other people mention this in other forums and YouTube videos, things like that, and you get blamed a lot for tunneling and camping and all that stuff. And I will admit that there have been a couple times where I have camped a player, more so whenever they're escaping, not so much during the game. I've done that a couple of times. Yeah, and another thing too is body blocking. It's ridiculous how much people actually body block in this game, especially in the higher ranks. It's ridiculous. I have played Survivor a little bit, and I've been body blocked quite a few times, which has led to my death. I mean, I'm not the best survivor in the world, but whenever somebody is intentionally body blocking you to get killed by the killer, I mean, that's just kind of wrong, Plus, it's against the rules of the game. That is a reportable offense, which I make sure to do that whenever I notice them do it. I'm not really going to touch on the survivors too much because I haven't played a whole lot of it. I just don't really enjoy it like I do killer, but I just noticed the more toxic side of the community whenever I play killer. I usually try and add a GG at the end of most of my games, unless I'm dealing with like a lot of toxic players on the other team. It's ridiculous though, how like some of them do say GG, some of them don't say anything, some of them just, the stuff they say is just ridiculous and toxic and childish. Now, ignoring the community side, as far as playing killers, it's actually been pretty dang fun. I mean, I really enjoy killers that I thought that I wouldn't enjoy, because that's not really my type of playstyle in games. But other killers I thought I would enjoy, or thought would be more simple than what it is, it's been kind of a miserable experience with them. Well, I do play with controller. I play on PC. I play with controller, but maybe that's the issue, the difference between mouse and keyboard versus controller. I don't know. I'm more so a controller player than a mouse and keyboard type of player. Plus, my I don't really like playing a lot of games with this keyboard because it's a mechanical keyboard and it's kind of loud. But I got noise suppression on my stuff so that way y'all don't hear it so much. But I don't know. It's just I'm just not very good at games that are mouse and keyboard, or just keyboard in general. That depends on the game. But anywho, yeah, I do enjoy the game for what it is. I just don't enjoy the community side of the games, and it's the community side of the game that makes me not really want to play the game as much now. I mean, I was playing it every day for a while till I got toward the toxic side of the community, and now I don't enjoy it one bit. I mean, it's just not fun at all. I mean, I'm not the best against said players. I still am working towards getting like the good perks for my killers, but in the meantime I'm just working with what I got, trying to use my skill to take down said players. And yeah, a lot of them are good. A lot of them are very trolly as well. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, the game is fun, I'll give it that, if you can ignore the community side. But it's kind of hard to ignore the community side since you're playing with the community. You're not playing with bots, you know. And it's the same reason why I don't really play League of Legends so much, is because of the community side of things. Whenever the community starts getting too toxic, that's when I can't have fun anymore, you know. And yeah, that's kind of how it is with this game. I'll play it every now and then, but otherwise I'm probably not really gonna touch it too much, unfortunately. But you know, it is what it is. Anywho, I do plan on making a tier list video. It's not going to be your typical, oh hey, this is best killer, this is second best killer, this is all the way down here it's worst killers. Nah, I'm going to be playing it based on how much fun I had with set killers and such. Like, I know the potential for a lot of these killers, and well, if not all of them. And yeah, I could make a tier list based on that. But here's the thing, there's already a whole bunch of tier lists already talking about that. So I'm just gonna make one based on what I found fun, what I had a good experience with, so on and so forth. Now, I know with whenever I do make the tier list, some of these killers I had a good time with, I may have had a good map for, or maybe I was just playing against not so great players. And then whenever I get down to the killers that I didn't have a good experience with, that are bottom tier, some of that may have to do with the fact that they were just poor maps for said characters, or I was going up against high ranked people, the survivors, and they knew how to handle said killer and just escape without a single sacrifice being made. I don't know, it was just me having a bad experience. But I mean, sadly, that is something we're gonna have to take into account a little bit. But I tried my best with some of these killers, and yeah, some of them you might be surprised who I really like and had a good time with and somewhat decent with, versus the ones who you would think your average player would be good with and have a decent experience with, but come to find out I didn't, and that's why they're bottom tier for me. And some of them, it might not be surprising at all. Anyways, that's going to be it for this video. Stay tuned for the tier list. Stay tuned for some more Artifact Adventure. Also, I've been live on Twitch a lot more than usual lately. I'm currently playing Final Fantasy IV Pixel Remaster, And I've also been messing around with Minecraft a little bit with the Dragon Block C mod. So if you want to, come around and, just have some fun, or even just talk, whatever the case may be, hey, just hit me up. Follow me on Twitter, because that's where I usually post my updates for my stream schedules. Yeah, that's pretty much it. So thank you again for watching, and I'll see y'all next time. Y'all take care now.